Alright, let's start a reading vlog. I'm gonna read a lot of probably random things that were not on the TBR in this vlog because that's life now. I think I'm becoming more of a mood reader, but at the same time, like having a TBR kind of helps me not go completely off the rails and start like 20 books at one time. So we're finding the balance. But anyway, so yeah, here is the beginning of the vlog. Alrighty, so I finished Golden Sun yesterday. And like, not gonna lie, like in the first half, I was kind of like, whatever, like it's just chaos and stupidity. But toward the end, it starts to pay off and it starts to come together, and like things get so chaotic toward the end of this book. And so, yeah, like I am a little bit more hooked. Like I dug out the next book to read, but where the hell did I just put it? Anyways, it's buried. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I already pulled out Morningstar, even though I probably won't read it until July. But um yeah, this book was just, it got so chaotic at the end, and honestly Dara made some dumb decisions. Like he made some obviously kind of stupid decisions at the end here, and it had horrific payoffs. Like, dude, if oh my god, like he's over here basically about to go to war, and he's just like, "Not time out. I gotta do some stupid shit. Hold up." Like, dude orchestrates all this shit and then loses the plot at the end. Like, bro, come on. Like, I get it, but also like you gotta be a little smarter than that. Like, oh my god, but he is so lucky too. Like, dude should have died like 5 times over in this fucking book. Seriously, seriously. Oh my god. Also, I did not expect to get an Ares reveal this soon into the series, because I know it's stupid long now. Although I guess it was originally just supposed to be a trilogy, but you find out who Ares is in this book. I really thought it was gonna be like Endgame. And like an Endgame reveal, like at least not till the third book when we thought it was gonna be a finale or whatever. No, you find out who Ares is in this book. I'm shook. I'm shook. Like, honestly, in hindsight, hindsight's 2020, and yeah, there was some sus behavior that should have made it obvious. Like, if you think real hard, you probably could put it together. But like, I was just like, I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming. I mean, I wasn't trying that hard to figure it out either, because honestly, there's a lot of characters in this series, and it's kind of hard to keep track of who's who. But oh my god, I also listened to, when I was going through this, I listened to like the dramatic audio, and oh my god, the way they do Severo, they make him sound like such a shit. I mean, he kind of is in like a way, but he's a loyal shit. Like, kid is crazy, and they make him sound crazy in that one. Oh my god. So anyways, yeah, full cast audio with this, the graphic audiobooks or whatever. Like, shit, man, this is, it made it so much more intense, which is crazy because this book is already freaking intense in the first place. But yeah, you get like all the little like fighting noises, because there's a lot of fighting in this book. So much fighting. I mean, was anybody surprised? If you read the first one, you know. But yeah. So this was a lot more readable to me because there's just a lot less high key sexism. I mean, it's still low key in here. It's better. It's more palatable, but it's still kind of there. Like, we got another dead wife as motivation for shit. We get like just more stupidity, honestly. But I don't know. I'm kind of, it was just more palatable. So anyways, it's not perfect, but it's at least a little bit better. So anyways, but yeah, it's just Darrow just doing a lot of stupid shit. Like, I think all of this gold boy shit is like really getting to his head in this a little bit. Like, he's a cocky ass motherfucker. Like, I mean, he was already kind of like that, but I think that now that they specifically like made him like super gold basically, it's gone to his head a bit. Like, now he is so damn cocky. He's so damn cocky. But anyway, so that's that one. I think I gave it 3.5. So, I think that might be a better rating than I gave the first one, which, yeah. Because based on the first one, I was very on the fence of not even continuing the series. But we did, so, yeah. And, it's starting to get really crazy. All the kids finding out what the fuck war actually means, and I'm like, what is it like? I read Heat of the Everflame where she wants to start a war, but she don't want to participate in the war. This one, I feel like he's at least a little bit more realistic about like, yeah, war is gonna fucking suck. People are gonna fucking die, and you're gonna have to kill people. Like, duh, that's war. What did you think was gonna happen? I don't know. Like these kids are delusional as hell. Shit, I have zero desire to ever like. There's a reason people try to avoid war, and these people out here trying to start them. Like, yes, you got a reason to start it, but like, shit, you really thought you were gonna come out unscathed? Like, huh, it's shocking to me that they don't understand how fucked up that shit is. But anyways, the other book that I started is an audiobook. So I started an audiobook of The Black Witch. I've had it on my TBR for like a long ass time, and I think it came out like a long time ago. But yeah, I don't know, like I just remember really wanting to read it, and it's like I'm starting another fucking series because of course I am. Of course I am. But yeah, I found the audiobook, so I've been listening to that while playing because that's like the only way that I'm gonna be making that much progress on reading right now because the games have taken over my life again. I'm still playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, and so I have we got the Peter Pan update. So obviously I gotta go collect me the Peter Pan. Doing all that shit in the game. So while that honestly to me is like the perfect game to play while listening to audiobooks. That one and like Sims and this stuff where you don't have to pay attention that hard. But yeah. So anyways, I'm listening to The Black Witch while I play that, and this one, I'm about like an hour and a half into it. And so far we have a girl. She's like a teenager. And her family is like debating her life, basically. So I think everybody seems to be okay with her like going to some university to learn. She wants to be an apothecary, which that's cool, whatever. But apparently in this world there's obviously witches, obviously. But she apparently has no magic. Like it's a thing where like some people have magic, some people don't. It sounds like only one person in her family actually has magic, and he's like training outside of the house. And so she's just kind of like but I kind of these are the feelings that I'm picking up, guys. I'm not that far, so these are all just pure maybes. I think first off that her family is lying to her about her not having magic, because she's like, I don't even remember taking that test. And I'm like, they're like, well, you were little, blah blah blah. And it's just like I kind of have a feeling she was probably old enough to remember, so I kind of think her memory might have been wiped. This is my guess, because her family sounds sus. Her uncle is like trying to protect her or whatever, and he like wants to make sure she goes down the peaceful route, and I'm like, why would that, like, she doesn't seem like she's crazy. She seems naive and young and like doesn't understand nothing. But then her aunt shows up and it's like, no, her aunt wants her to like get married so freaking bad, basically. Like they get wand fasted, which is like the magical version of like, it's like a magical wedding contract, basically. So I'm just like, she's trying to force her to get married so bad. And I'm like, chill, dude. But I don't trust her at all. At all. Her aunt sounds so damn sus. So sus. Like, they're trying to take away her, like, what, her cousin or something? Her cousin's baby because she, like, birthed a demon? That's crazy. Like, this world is already a little crazy. It's like, I don't know, but this girl has obviously been very sheltered because she's like, oh my god, auntie, what is this? What is that? And like, her aunt is like, oh well. Her aunt is telling her like the pretentious bitch version of everything, basically. And I'm just like, dude, you can't trust your aunt. You cannot trust your aunt because this lady is trying. She's like, well, I'm gonna introduce you to so many men, and like, bro, settle down. Like, She wants her to be married so bad before she goes to university. I'm like, bro, chill. She's like 17. She's trying to wed a child, and it's getting insane. I'm like, and it's like super permanent because it's like a magical contract. You ain't gonna be able to get out of it that easy. But yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we gotta get you married like super ASAP. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And I think it's even crazier because her uncle is like fine with it, fine with her like not getting married. But her aunt is the one that's trying to push this like old bullshit. And I'm just like, man, I feel like it's even worse when it's another woman trying to force you into the traditional roles. Like, lady, fuck off. But anyways, yeah, I don't trust her. I feel like she's gonna do some shady stuff and get her half-assed, and she's gonna wake up and be like, oh my god, does anything happen? Like, I feel like her aunt is gonna be the shadiest character, and this girl is gonna have to figure out that, like, yeah, your family kind of sucks, actually. You can't just trust everybody blindly. So anyways, yeah, so you're seeing this girl is getting her, like, first taste of the world outside of her little town or whatever the hell. So yeah, it's a bit of a coming of age, I guess. So yeah, she's really naive. She's really naive, but we're gonna see how it goes from here. So far I'm kind of into it because the world sounds interesting, and yeah, there's obviously some such shit already going on from the get-go. So we're just gonna see what happens. Alrighty, so I ended up like kind of binging through The Black Witch, and I finished it, and I'm surprised that I got this hooked into it because I thought it was gonna be just like a regular YA book, right? Where you have kids being kind of dumb, doing dumb stuff, and adventure or whatever. It was not like that at all. So there was a little bit of that, but not a lot. So per my earlier guesses, her aunt definitely sucks. That was correct. She has. They're still saying Fallon's the Black Witch, even though I still don't buy it. I feel like that reveal is gonna come, and it's just not going to be anybody's surprise. This book is very racist. Yeah, like not the book itself, but the characters in the book. Like, it definitely deals with a lot of race relations of like our girl, our main character, is very used to what her family has taught her and her people have taught her, which is basically they think they're the best race out of everybody, and that everybody else is secondary, and they've been taught to like basically hate everybody else. So surprise, surprise, when she goes to the university and gets forced to mingle with the other races, she starts to learn that she's been taught a lot of bullshit. So yeah, college did what college is supposed to do, and it made her start thinking critically about what she has been taught. Is it true? Is it not true? What does she actually know? Turns out not much. I mean, she was very naive when she went in, so yeah. Yeah, by the end of the book, she is now a part of the resistance against what her people are doing. Which I don't feel is really a spoiler because it's the whole way the book goes is like she goes and gets harassed because she looks like her grandma, who was the previous Black Witch, and then they find out that basically she finds out that her grandma's legacy is not hot shit like it was with her people. Everybody else sees it as a very bad thing because she basically did genocides. So yeah, her people are basically trying to kill everybody else, and it's intense. This book ended up being really intense, and honestly just a weird, ugly amount of so relevant to today, even though this book was written in what? Hold on, let me check. It was in the... It's been a hot minute since the book was written. Let's see. This book... I listened to the audiobook that says it was first published in 2017, so it's been a little bit now. And now it's coming up as super relevant in 2025. I mean, these topics were never not relevant, but I feel it is just so relevant to being in the United States of America in 2025. Like, the parallels are insane. So, low-key prophetic feeling. Yeah. And the atrocities that her people have committed just keep being revealed over and over. New, this, that. Like, just never ending bullshit. So anyways, it's really intense. And I think this is like a 5-book series, and then there's also like novellas in between and stuff. So I've got a long way to go with finishing this, but I'm sold so far, and I'm into it, and I gave it 4 stars. But man, what a ride! That was some intense character development. But now I have started A Soul to Touch, I believe. I'm on the 3rd one. Let's see. Yeah, A Soul to Touch. I started that audiobook this morning. That's gonna be the next one I listen to, I guess, while I'm playing stuff. But so far, all I know is we've got Mayumi, I think, and she is a demon hunter. So this is gonna definitely take a different spin than the previous ones, because the previous ones I feel like the women were a little bit more herp derp, and this time she is not fucking around. Like, she knows how to hunt, she knows how to fuck shit up. So we're gonna see how this goes. Because I don't think it's gonna be nearly as chill as kind of how stuff started with the other ones. So this will be interesting to see how this goes. But yeah, it's another long one, of course it is, but I like the first 2, so we're just gonna see. But anyways, yeah. Oh, also I started the Stardust Grail on my Kindle, and that is, I need to finish that by the end of the month for a book club. But that one is like, I don't know, it's hard to explain because this is sci-fi, and our main character, Maya, she is like working at a university. She's working at Princeton, I think they said it was. Yeah, so Maya's working at the university, Princeton University, I think, but she's, I guess, spent more time on like outside of Earth, and so she's like made friends from like alien species and stuff. She is trying to help her friend get like this weird space rock thing. I don't really know what the hell it is, but she has to get something in order to like help her friend get pregnant, because like the race can't get pregnant because now it got snatched or whatever. And so yeah, I don't know, it's confusing. It's confusing, and like she's been on a big quest for it, and now it's like a mess. So now she has like a renewed hope, and it's like, I don't know, it's kind of sad. Like, there is a degree of melancholy to this, because basically I don't think that race is like dying out because, or yeah, they're like dying out because they don't have whatever that is in order to reproduce. So yeah, it's kind of interesting and kind of sad at the same time. But we're just gonna see where that one goes. She also has a friend named Pickle, and that one had me chortling for a while, because they tell you that Pickle does not necessarily like pickles that much, and it's a nickname, but they don't explain how the nickname happened. They just explain to you how it didn't happen. So it's not like they love pickles. It's not their parents didn't give them that name. Like, where the hell does this name come from? We don't know, and I don't know. So anyways, those are the updates.
Well, Widow Opus, can you tell me which book to read? Should I read this one? Maybe. You seem very intrigued. Should I read that one? Or should I read this one? I don't think she's as into this one. You like the other one more, huh? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Opus.
Discomfort churn jars insides. You make it sound as though I'm suffering from some sort of...
Okay, so I have been reading Jara, which I got like pretty dang far in this without actually doing any updates. But this one obviously was an impulse start a mood read. So anyways, we have our main character here, Jara. She lives in a world where magic is forbidden, but your girl does magic. She's a magician, and also in this world, like, she like, the magicians get disappeared because they're not allowed, people are not allowed to do magic. So yeah, it's a bad time to be a magician in her world, and there are people turning into abominations, as they call them. Basically, they turn to a monster, and so people are getting wrecked. It's like it's just not a good time. It's just not a good time to be in this world. So, there's also the side thing of like her sister is gonna get like married off to some rando that apparently all his wives keep dying. That's not cool. But so yeah, basically, she's like learning how to use her powers and having to deal with all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, but at the same time, there's also like a prince pretending to not be a prince, and he's like flirting with her and stuff. But he's also kind of dumb, so I don't know. He's the most YA thing about this book, I feel like, because he's just kind of a dumbass. So yeah, I mean, what can you do, right? But anyways, yeah, so it's turning a little bit adventure-y because there's just like Jara's learning how to use her magic and fighting abominations and stuff. And so, she's coming into her own. So that's been interesting. So far, I'm liking it. Yeah, and we're getting pretty close to the end. But I'm also reading more of the Stardust Grail. And so that one's been more of my focus. Because I need to finish that before the end of the month. But the Stardust Grail, like, this book did not end how I thought it was going to end. Because basically the halfway point is kind of where I thought this book was going to, like, end up stopping at. But it's like, how do I explain this? So they... this is a very confusing book to describe. But, like, Maya is trying to help her friend get some stuff they need to reproduce, basically. Except that's not working. So they do the heist to, like, steal this stuff in the middle of the book. In the middle. And it's, like, done already. And then, yeah, and then you keep going from there. And, things get really complicated. Like, people just really want to destroy the Frenro. I think that's how you say it. Like, people just really want to destroy them. They really want to destroy this whole race. Like, there are people come in that, like, they're like, oh, the virus. They associate the virus with them, but it didn't originate from them, it turns out. And, like, but everybody just can't help but feel like this is COVID coded, where everybody, like, got infected with the virus. But turns out they didn't make the virus, but apparently they get blamed for spreading it. And so everybody just kind of is cool with them dying, which is really messed up. So, yeah, the little race of, like, squiddy-sounding aliens are not having a good time. But they're also, like, a hive mind, and I guess that concept is lost to people in the future or something. That don't make no sense to me. But, like, yeah, like, her friend is trying to tell her that, like, they're part of the whole, and their thoughts are their thoughts, and I'm like, oh, it's a hive mind. And she's just like, what? I'm like, bro, I thought you were, like, a hella scientist supposed to know about all these different cultures and different ways and all this shit. Like, I'm like, me, somebody who knows this from fucking anime, knows what a hive mind is. Like, girl, what do you mean you don't know what a hive mind is? That's the only part that seemed the most unrealistic, is that Maya doesn't know what the fuck a hive mind is. And she's, like, putting it together as it's, like, being displayed in front of her. I'm like, I'm instantly like, bro, they share a brain. What you talking about? Hive mind. It's a fucking hive mind. So anyways, I don't know. But yeah, that was the most unrealistic part of this whole book so far. And yeah, it's a mess. It's like a whole ass mess. Because people just really want them to die, and that's really fucked up. So it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad for that, because yeah, people are very selfish, and nobody wants to share, and everybody wants to be an asshole. I hate Dr. Garcia. There's a guy in this that's just like, he's a cocky asshole, and he's just like, we have to have the grail, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, literally, she's like fucking having a stroke in front of him, and he's like, blah, 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 but you have to tell us what they're saying, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like, if she dies in front of you, you're not getting any information. You're getting nothing. You're getting jack shit. So, like, screw that guy. Like, no empathy. Man needs to, like, calm the fuck down. So anyways, yeah, just more assholes on a space adventure doing things. They're stupid. But yeah, there's like a robot too, and he got the robot, he god, he like wanted to, oh my god, he wanted to like modify his personality some or whatever with what do they call it? He has to get, oh my god, why is this shaking? He has to get what is it, like programming that's beyond what he's allowed to have technically in order to like basically add anything to it. Like he wanted some joy or something. Like he wanted to be able to, I don't know, feel more alive basically. And but anyway, he's not having a good time with that. Because the only thing that they could find, because he's like, this robot is having the most existential dread ever, because he just wants to be alive, like fully alive, but he's a robot, right? And so like the only program they could find for him was humor. So this motherfucker's over here laughing at like life or death shit. And it's kind of funny because he's laughing at all the wrong damn times, and they're like, yeah, he's still getting used to his programming. And I'm like, bro, this shit is sent to me. But yeah, anyway, so there's at least a little comedic relief, I guess. But yeah, it's overall kind of sad. It's kind of sad and kind of messed up. But like I'm getting more into it because it got a lot more fast paced, because now there's like fighting and fighting, stealing, trying to survive. Oh my god, this shit never stays on. I don't know why. But so people are just having a rough time, and I think Maya's not understanding that like your friend is probably gonna stay with her people and you're gonna have to go back to your people, like where the fuck that's gonna be. Like she's very attached to her friend, kind of like to a bit of an extreme, like it's too much. She like, I don't think she like knows how to function really without a friend, which is not great. So girls gotta figure her own shit out. So there's a lot of that, of like I don't think she really knows what she wants. So yeah, everybody's just contemplating their whole damn lives in this book, which makes it kind of heavy. But yeah, so those are the updates.
Vamos a ver todo lo que hay. Disimular, así el problema y la duda no nos ven pasar. El que se enoja, mi amor, pierde un turno y se baja en esta estación. Tenemos saldo deudor con el mundo ahí afuera. Hagamos algo mejor, queda claro. Estamos todos acá de paso. Yo me la banco porque sé que estoy con vos. Vamos a ver todo lo que hay. No te asustes, mi amor. Disfrutemos al palo de nuestra canción. Vamos a ver todo lo que hay. No te apures, mi amor, despacito este bardo es mucho mejor, es mucho mejor, es mucho mejor.
Alrighty, so it is several days later, and in the morning, you can tell I still got my pimple patch, and we have a lot of updates, because I finished some stuff, and then I also started some new stuff while we were driving around. So here, the first update is gonna be, anyways, so I finished reading The Stardust Grail, and the ending ended up being kind of open-ended, like they were not specific, but you kind of know what happens, but it's kind of, they don't go into any details. But I ended up liking that, but like I also don't read that much sci-fi. But yeah, I gave that one. What did I give that one? It's been a minute. I want to say I gave that one 3.5. That sounds right. I think I gave it 3.5, but because yeah, I like it was very adventure-y toward the end. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought some people, I mean, some people did die, but like it was people were not dead that you thought were gonna be dead and stuff like that. So yeah, the ending was just a little crazy. But so yeah. It got more action packed toward the end there. But so that's that. Yeah, it's the Stardust Grail. So after that, while we were driving, I finished listening to Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. I finished that one too, which the ending was cute. I liked it. Yeah, I thought it was a cute ending, and like yeah, there was definitely like a bit of a plot twist, and they finally figured out what was going on and all that stuff, and then they fixed it, and then yeah, and then everybody got to move on with their lives, and it was yeah, the ending was interesting, but I liked it, and I think I gave that one 4 stars. So that one came out good, or ended good. Yeah, I liked that one. And then once that book was done, and I had to start another one, obviously, because what else the hell are you gonna do? You're driving, listen to music, yeah, but I don't know. I feel like rereading, so after that, I started listening to the Amalfi Curse, and I actually got pretty far. Like, I think I only have a couple more hours in the audiobook, so I'm getting ready to finish that one, and we'll finish that for the vlog. But, the Amalfi Curse, like, I don't know what I thought that book was gonna be, but for some reason, I did not expect there to be, like, witches in it. So there's witches that are, like, descended from sirens, and so they can control the water, over there in Italy. It's specifically, oh man, how am I, they say it all the time in that book, and I'm already forgetting the area, but, like, basically, it's a bunch of witches trying to protect their area, in their town, at least, in the previous timeline, because this book does the same thing that her other book did. So I read The Lost Apothecary by this author, by Sarah Penner, and that book also did like a dual timeline thing where there's somebody in the current timeline trying to figure out what happened in the past, and so that's happening in this book too. She's using the same setup, but this time, and what happened in the past is that there were witches causing the Amalfi Curse. That's what they call it, when like, oh, it came out of nowhere. It didn't come out of nowhere, it came out of the witches. But you know, in the current timeline, our girl doesn't believe in the curse, and she doesn't believe none of that shit, and she's over here like meeting this dude's mom that she barely met for like one day. It's crazy. Like, her day in life is insane. She's like, oh yeah, you want to go to the villa where your mom lives and eat dinner with your mom on like the first date? Okay. That seemed a little crazy to me. So yeah, our main character, she's trying to dive into like shipwrecks and find well, for her, I guess it's more about taking pictures and stuff, but there's also, you know, they're still kind of looking for like treasure that might have been like any relics that were buried by time in the ocean and the shipwrecks and stuff. So she goes diving into those and does that kind of stuff, but she got screwed over. And that's kind of, I guess, where she got screwed over. She finds out this dude that she kind of trusts is an asshole. So also kind of the same as the previous book. There's always a turn of men being ugly. So there's some shit like that, and then but yeah, so there's a little bit of mystery of like why ships go down, and like they even saw a yacht. Well, this is a part that I don't fully understand what the fuck happened, because like they haven't figured out what happened yet. But literally while this lady's there, they watch like a yacht go down and just like sink. And I'm like, what the hell? So it's interesting. I'm gonna guess that's probably some lingering witchcraft. So yeah, the past story is sad, just like it was the first one. I mean, not to the same degree, honestly, but there's still fuckery. It's a different kind of fuckery, but it is still sad. I mean, there's people getting kidnapped and stuff, and yeah, basically just dudes doing whatever they want and women suffering. So that part's kind of the same too. She has a type of book she likes to write, apparently, because this one's following some very similar things. But yeah, I like it so far. So I'm probably gonna finish that. And then I started, ooh, if I can find my copy. Ooh. I finally started Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, the comic volume 2. So this one was on my this one's in my astrology reading challenge. So I'm very close to the end, but this volume's making more sense than the first one did. Thankfully, like I'm kind of, it's easier to follow for me this time of when they're switching back to the past versus being in the present. Thankfully, because yeah, I think I was confused about that in the first one. But this one, you spend more time about this dude's backstory of when he was alive before, when he was regular alive, I guess, because now he's just like in somebody else's body. It's a mess. But this boy's a clown. He is a clown. He's absolutely playing the most games. So yeah, so far it's kind of lighthearted and ridiculous, but it's fun. It's just like a fun book. And there you have it. So those are the updates for this. While I was gone, I did buy some books, but I think we'll haul that at the beginning of the next vlog because this one's already getting really long. So anyways, so if you want to see that, you're gonna have to come back for the next one. But yeah, there you go. Alrighty, so reading updates. I finished the Grandmaster. Let's see, Grandmaster Demonic Cultivation, the comic, volume 2. Volume 2. So anyways, I finished this yesterday, I think. And it ended on a cliffhanger. So we went from just joking around a lot to now we gotta go fight some water ghosts. And they just left it on a cliffhanger. So I have ordered volume 3 because this is as far as I own right now. So I've ordered like the next couple of volumes and we'll see how long it takes to come in. Because yeah, I ended up liking this volume more. Like I understand more of what's going on now. I mean, I think it does help that at one point I did watch a few episodes of The Untamed, which is like the same story basically. But yeah, I was like, I think I had a lot of mental fog when I tried to watch that, so I couldn't quite follow what was going on, but I have a feeling if I watched it now, it would make a lot more sense. But, yeah, after reading this now, I kind of want to, try to go back and watch that, because now I think it'll make a lot more sense. You know, just more exposure to the story. But yeah, so anyways, this dude is a clown. It's making it funny. It's funny, but it's also serious, and yeah, I feel like it's a good blend. So anyways, I'm into that so far. And then, the other update is that I finished listening to the Amalfi Curse. So, I listened to the last bit of that audiobook, and I think I gave it 3.75. Like, I was on the fence. I almost wanted to give it 4, but some stuff felt really convenient. Like, her whole relationship with the guy, is just so, I don't know, like, it was so casual, but it's so not casual, and it was just so convenient. Like, I don't know, her relationship with him is weird. It's not, like, normal at all. Her relationship with the dude is not normal, and then, stuff just kind of magically resolved itself at the end, and then she ends up coming back, and they just pick up where they left off, even though it was, like, a year later or something, and I'm like, Like, we texted, but it was just like real casual stuff. I'm like, bro, what? You met his mom, and then somehow it was still casual. Girl, it's crazy to me. But anyways, that's how that relationship it went, and then yeah, things just got resolved way too conveniently for my taste. So anyways, I mean, it wasn't like a bad book. Like the ride to get there was fun, but yeah, by the time we got to that point, I was just like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. So yeah, the ending felt a little conveniently wrapped up way too easy. So there was that. Yeah. So now today, I'm going to try to finish Jara, and then hopefully we'll have that final update, because yeah, I don't have that much left of this, so we'll see. I'm hoping to finish it today. But I also started another audiobook since I finished the Amalfi Curse. I started listening to this is Daughter of Persephone by Helen Scott, and this one's really short. It's like a 5-hour audiobook, and of course I'm not listening to 1 speed. I'm listening to 1.6, and so it's cutting it down to like 3 hours. So I'll probably be finishing that at least today if I don't get to Jara. But this one, like every other Hades and Persephone book, for some reason, it started in a nightclub. So we're at the nightclub, and girl's trying to get out of the nightclub. She doesn't feel good, except it seems like the not feeling good is just like extreme horniness. So, I kind of didn't expect that. I don't know what I was expecting, but this was just a random audiobook that I found. And I randomly found it, and it's like, I don't know, it's like about to expire. It's one of those like subscription ones. But yeah, so far so interesting. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a reverse harem. I don't get it, like, because right now she's just in a parking lot with some dudes, and I'm like, is this about to turn into like some crazy shit in the parking lot? Because I do not know. I just know that it's short, and so we're gonna have to get to the point real soon. So yeah, so far so weird. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so let's do an unboxing too, because my fairy loot is here. I realized I could have been opening this on camera the whole damn time, but I haven't been for some reason. So anyways, let's open this. I'll say, y'all know what this is. Echoes in the Earth is, bro, this edition. Oh my god. Burying our bones in the midnight soil. This art is so damn good. Okay? Holy shit. Look at that. Bruh. This dust jacket is fucking eating it all up. Anyways, okay, let's take the dust jacket off, see what we got under there. Okay, so the reverse. Like, that's definitely just a color change from the original, which was blue and yellow. So now we have purple and teal. So there's that. Yeah, this is a fucking gorgeous book cover. Now let's see the hardcover. Ooh. Look at that shine. What is this? It's like an altar. Yeah, I think those are candles. Holy shit, that looks cool. Okay. Bury my bones in the midnight soil. Plant them shallow and water them deep. And in my place will grow a feral rose, soft red petals, hiding sharp white teeth. Sick. Alright. Ooh. This art is such a vibe. Shit, they like did good on this one. This is real nice. And look at this shit too. Bruh. So good. So anyways, yeah, so we have that one, and because I get the adult and the YA together in one box, and I am very excited for both of these books. So this one, let's get it out of the plastic. Hold it. So anyways, they absolutely killed it this month. I'm so here for this. I'm excited for this because it seems like a watery fantasy, like, and I love that shit in summertime. So like, yeah, I hope to get to this very soon. We'll see, because my TBR is forever long. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. This is the YA one, The Heir of Storms. But yeah, so that's hype, and that's what we have for now. So anyways, I'm gonna go read, and then we'll come back and hopefully wrap this shebang up. Alright, let's do the final check-in of this vlog. I finished Jara, and you know, it took longer than usual, I feel like, to finish this, mostly because I've had a lot of family shit going on. There's been a lot of shit going on. But anyway, so, you know, I was a little bit distracted while reading this, which is unfortunate because it's not a bad book at all. And I liked it. The parts that I was locked in for, I liked. So this ended up having, like, a lot of action toward the end. And a lot of backstabbing. Like, damn. Nobody, like, everybody talked big loyalty shit, and then they turn around and nope, at the end of the day nobody's loyal if they think they can save the skin of their own neck. So you know, it's kind of some bullshit. But yeah, a lot of reveals at the end. It was kind of intense. Like, the last, like, quarter of this book got real intense. Got really intense, and people doing all kinds of shit, and you know, some of the bullshit was pretty damn obvious it was coming. Yeah, people decided, shit. Even her sister was like, I am not going to put your happiness above mine. Like, damn, alright. But, there's, like, one thing at the end that I'm like, bro, what the fuck do you mean you want to, like, not fix your problem? But okay. But, I ended up giving this like a 3.75, although I feel like if I had not been completely distracted by life, I might have given it like a 4 or maybe even higher, because like this was actually a fun read. Like, the only thing I kind of didn't like was Han, except, I mean, you know the whole damn book, he's the prince, but he's pretending to be Han because he wants to be a normal boy and fuck around with Jara. But he is the most YA thing about this fucking book, and I kind of don't like him. So he's like, he's a fucking, I guess, one of them lovable idiots, but Jesus, man. He's like, oh, I just never wanted to, like, yeah, he just never wanted to say anything. He never wanted to be honest with you, and boys honestly kind of a waste of space for that. But yeah, I mean, I get it, but also, bro, you were just never gonna be honest. Really? Oh, so, yeah, not my, favorite love interest, but it is YA, and he is a spoiled dipshit, so there you have it. But, so yeah, I was looking up the audiobook for the second book, because I do have the second book for Ami, I'm guessing, but that one comes out next month. So, like, I feel like I've had that book for a while just sitting here. Like, I don't know. But, anyways, yeah, they delayed the release of the audiobook, and that's coming out next month. So, that might be on the TBR for next month because, you know, I would like to continue, and hopefully I'll be less distracted for the second one. And I think the third one's coming out soon-ish, too. So hopefully I can get the matching edition of that, but you know, we're just gonna see where it goes. But yeah, that's the reading update. And you know what, for shits and gigs, we're gonna close this vlog out with a little baby mini haul because I went to the doctor yesterday, which means that I went to the bookstore that's like down the street. Like, if you're wondering why I go to this so much, it's because it's down the street and they carry indie books. So anyways, I got 3 books from there. Let's see. First one, I have not heard of this. Well, maybe I have, but I don't know, it just seems like it'll be my cup of tea, honestly. A Layer of Bones, but we got like seashells and shit, and yeah. Let's see, A Deadly Contest of Vaulting Ambition. How far will one siren go to win? Except we're spelling siren Cyren. Just spell it normal, bro. Like, people be pissing me off with these spellings, I'm telling you. That's a curse of the Siren Queen. Like, it's in the front. But we're gonna spell it stupid because why not, apparently. Just spell it normal, man. Everybody trying to be brand new, but it's the same old shit, just a different stupid spelling. Anyways, but you know, the premise, I like books with sirens and mermaids and all that shit, so we're just gonna read it even though it spells stupid. Anyways, and then I picked up Terror at the Gates. I think it's supposed to be about Lilith, which, I don't know, I haven't really read books with her as a character, so I am hopeful for this. Like, I didn't end up going through all of the Hades and Persephone books because it just feels like Lore Olympus to me, which I just don't need the same story again. But like, I didn't mind it, like the writing and everything. Like, it wasn't actually a bad book. It's just repetitive for me. So I think I might like this because I think this is gonna be something new to me, which will, I think, make me, you know, be on board with her writing. So we're gonna try that one. Then, the last one is one that I actually kind of had on the radar. The King of Frost and Shadows. Except I'll probably not read this immediately, obviously, because it just... Frosty books, I'm probably gonna pick this up in wintertime. The King of Frost and Shadows, but let's see, Faded to Darkness trilogy. But I've heard people talking about this, and it sounds interesting. Let's see. A vengeful king, a lost princess, and the revenge he's desperate for. Let's see, for the last 12 years, Tavish, the king of the Unseelie Fae, focused on finding the key for taking back his rightful lands from the Seelie Fae after they killed his parents. Yeah, so this is like, you know, it sounds like Fae asshole shit, which is shit I like to read about, honestly. And then, like, look at this. I love when a standard edition's got, like, fancy shit. Look at that. Yeah. So anyways, yes, I have purchased more books that who knows when I'm going to get to them. Because I have definitely overcommitted myself this month. Yeah. So anyways, on to the next one. I will catch y'all next time.